Want to learn how to get into one of the hottest opportunities in crypto right now? Well, in today's video, I'm going to explain how to bridge over into the SUI ecosystem. So even if you're new to crypto, this opportunity allows you to get in early. This is the same or the equivalent into as if you had been given the opportunity to invest into Ethereum or Solana in its early days. So without further ado, let me explain step by step how you can enter into the SUI ecosystem. Let's jump right into it. So first, we're going to go over to SUI Foundation's website. I saved you all the work, so linked below, you will find this document. And if not, you can just take a screenshot as well and see which wallets I'm talking about, because that's going to be step one, is go get a SUI wallet. If you're new to crypto, you'll learn that most crypto tokens based on a certain network have their own wallets, although some of them can also share a wallet. In SUI's case, they have their own wallets. I won't read all of this to you for the purpose of respecting your time, but there is Suiette, SUI wallet, Ethos wallet, Surf wallet, and Nightly. Today, we're going to use SUI wallet. I already have it open on the next tab, so this is what it would look like, SUI wallet. You would go ahead and download the one that is appropriate to you, right? So it is on Android, it is on Apple iOS. I'm on my laptop, so I would click the one that says download browser extension. I already did this, but I'm going to click it anyway for you so you can see what it would look like. This is what the page would look like. I would click on add to Chrome. So you'd click add to Chrome. It will ask you if you want to add the extension. I'll say yes. And then it should appear here at the top. Can you see where my mouse is? It's downloading. So it's downloading, now it's done. This is what it looks like, right? And I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna follow all the steps in setting up a wallet because this is my dummy account and it's really straightforward, right? It's like setting up any account anywhere. You would either log in with your Gmail, your Google account, or you can set up your own independent wallet, separate and set by your own password and saved by your seed phrase, right? Which you'd have to be very careful in saving. Let me know if you have questions on this. I'm happy to explain, but it's really quite straightforward, right? You save all of these keywords, the seed phrase, and that's how you can always unlock your wallet if you happen to get locked out. So we won't do it for the purpose of today's video, so we can keep it nice and concise. But once you have it, then you have your wallet, and then you would simply add it, right? You'd click on this little guy up here, and you would pin it to your dashboard, and now you can always see the little water drop at the top of your window. So now you have your wallet, right? So now we need to go buy some SUI. So where do we do this? The best place to buy SUI and most tokens would be on an exchange. You have a couple options. You can either, so this is cryptorank.io. This is under exchanges. You can, if we click on all, you'll see all of them, right? Did you see where I clicked right here? This is all of them, right? So Binance is one of the biggest, Coinbase, OKX, Bybit. But if you, depending on your nationality, and this is a separate conversation, but comment below, if you have any troubles in signing up for centralized exchanges or sexes, because it does depend on your nationality. And I know for most Americans, they won't be allowed on most exchanges, although Coinbase does have Coinbase US, but you do have to go through the whole verifying your identity. But long story short, it's on one of these exchanges that you can buy SUI. And once you buy SUI with USDT, as you can see right here is the pair. It's like the US digital dollar or tether. Once you have SUI, now you can officially play. Now you are, you can play around in the SUI ecosystem, buy other tokens, trade them. This is where it gets very exciting. And next, what you may also want to do is move your value to another network, to another ecosystem. You may want to move it over to Solana, right? Because the whole idea is to grow your money. So you may not want to keep it only in the SUI ecosystem. So where would you go if you want to move it over to Solana, or you want to move it over to Ethereum, right? Or you want to move it to Base? Well, you would need a bridge. And these are the top bridges that I'm about to share with you. They allow you to send your SUI or your other tokens on the SUI network over to other networks. And just for the purpose of giving you an example, for instance, you would come here. You see right here at the bottom, like where my mouse is moving around, you would have to connect your wallet that we just created. So you would click on this. It would give you the options. I already connected a moment ago to MetaMask, so that's why it's giving me this option. But otherwise, you would have seen other wallet options here, like Phantom or other ones. Rabby Wallet's a really good one. We're already connected to MetaMask, sort of, actually, because I didn't actually put in my password because this is my Demi account, but I'm just letting you know you'd have to connect your wallet first and then click on the network. Let's click other. This is where you can see all of the networks and chains that you can transact between or amongst. So you have Aptos, which is very similar actually to SUI. Same team, actually, the same developer team from Facebook that broke away. Arbitrum, Base, Binance, etc. Right? Phantom, Polygon. So you would click the network. So we're going to click SUI. This is where you would paste in the token address. If you're completely new to crypto, please leave a comment below and go follow my Instagram. It's the same name, Crypto by Jess, because that's where I explain concept by concept, like one word at a time. I bring it to life for you. So if you don't know how to do this part, let me know in the comments and go follow me on Instagram. But you would paste in the address here, and then you would move forward, and then down below here where it says to, you would click on the network you want to send to, right? So say we want to do Binance. And then you would have to also paste in the token you want to swap for. So that's what you would do, and then you would simply like press enter, and then it'll think for some time. And then once it's done, it'll open up your wallet, and you're gonna have to like accept, press OK. There'll be a processing period, and then once it's completed, it'll post into your receiving wallet. Now keep in mind, this time gap can sometimes take a few minutes, so don't get alarmed. Sometimes I have been moving too fast, I need the money now, I need it for whatever reason, and I panic a little bit. But just remember that once you click enter, it's gonna give you some sort of way to track the progress. It'll say to track the progress, click here, and you click on that, whatever it shows you, and it'll open up a whole page for you, and you can see it processing, thinking. So don't panic. Just remember that there is a delay, and every bridge has its own way in converting assets from one network to another. So just remember that before you panic. The other really great option, really great bridge would be from Seller Network called C-Bridge. Same thing, same process, right? So from which network, how much, what token, to which other network, how much, etc. You also have to always remember to connect your wallet or it won't work. Then you have Hop, and then you have Aftermath. These are all some of the best bridges. This is why I'm sharing them with you. So now you're empowered, right? Now you know how to send one asset from one network over into SUI or vice versa. But once you have some SUI, you may also want to swap over into a different hot token on SUI's network. So how do you do that? Well, some of these same bridges that I just shared with you allow you to do that. And some of these are Hop, once again, so hop.ag, look at the top here. You would go to swap, right? So this would allow you to do it. So would Turbos Finance. Be sure to pause the screen if you need more time. And so would Aftermath. So this is how you can now move around in the SUI ecosystem, which is fantastic because now you're empowered to invest and make money, which is what we're all here for. So, you might ask yourself, okay, well, where can I find these tokens? Well, you would go to something like CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, and this is SUI's network, top SUI ecosystem coins by market cap. Keep in mind that SUI's ecosystem is very new and very low compared to other ecosystems, which is why it holds such a great potential for you to really multiply your money. So these are all of the top tokens listed by market cap. You could also go to a tool like Dex Screener. This is where you can see all the pairs as well. DEX screener, remember that. And then just to wrap up this video, and really, I want to say increase your faith, but this is not an emotional thing, but really to validate why SUI is such a great opportunity to look into, while this is not financial advice, is because, as you'll see on my screen, people are saying that SUI is catching, or it's sounding a lot like that of Solana, because its price action spookily or eerily resembles Solana's from the previous cycle. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. So here SUI is in the burnt orange color and Solana is the white line. And just look at the shapes and how they mirror each other. And this is what, tenured or really experienced investors do, is they look at how the charts compare in order to know if this new token, right, the underdog, looks similar to a really great token, just to see if there's any comparison there, so they know if it's a good investment opportunity. So that is what SUI is starting to look like. It's starting to look, its chart looks very similar to Solana's last bull run. And that's what we read here, this post by Jamie Coots. He says, SUI's net inflows this year hit 737.6 million, second highest amongst all the alt layer ones, after Solana's 1.1 billion. On a relative basis, SUI's inflows are 18% of its market cap, while Solana's are 2% at a 9x difference. Ethereum leads outflows across the crypto ecosystem, mainly to layer 2s. But some capital, now listen to this part, is spilling over to other layer 1s. SUI is the top recipient with 92.9% of its inflows bridged from Ethereum and 5.3% from Solana. Net flows are akin to a blockchain network's capital account. Increasing net inflows signals competitiveness and confidence, much like a nation's capital markets. A tenuous analogy, right? So this is, he's like trying to paint a picture for us here. It says Ethereum is the US, right? So it's compared to the US, right? Property rights, the rule of law, deepest capital markets, so really organized, quote unquote, old money sort of thing. Solana is comparable to China. Rapid growth, more centralized, degen traders. SUI is the up-and-coming player, like South Korea or Singapore in the 2000s. It's got the tech, but it's still building its capital markets and diversifying its economy. So you really have to make an analogy and kind of bring it to life so you can kind of see what's going on. And then we're going to wrap it up with this. It says layer 1s. Do you know what are the best performing layer 1s in the last 7 days? In order: SUI, Sei, Aptos, and Zeta. Don't ignore, he says, the new generation of layer 1s. Just pay attention to their unlocks. You want to find a thesis for what could be the next Sol? Take a look. And then here we have it, right? It ultimately also comes down not just to narrative, what's the story, but who is shipping? That's what you say in investing, right? Are they delivering? What partnerships? What technology? Who's backing them? You have to see the story and how it plays out, right? Because people can talk, but you really need to see what they deliver. And this is SUI's technical and events patterns. They are delivering, they're partnering with some of the biggest people. You have Grayscale, you have Raoul Pal, USDC now. I mean, they're really delivering. So they're hitting all the right signals. This tells us that SUI may very likely be the new Solana. So if you get in now, this is not financial advice, but you may really be putting yourself in a very lucrative position. So that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed and gained value, and I will see you guys in my next video. Ciao.